This is our Excel functions for you to learn presentation. My name's Joaquin De Rosas.
My name's Kate Quintana.
My name's Thomas Munguia.
Okay. And the presentation that I decided to show you guys how to use was the drop-down list. So the drop-down tool, it could be used essentially to load data from other sources, such as when you have an assignment to do and you need to put down stuff for a project, or just for ordinary things at home, like when you have to do a grocery list and you have to find out how much you need of each product. The tool is used by selecting a cell, then you go to the drop down arrow where it should appear, and then you could just make a selection and put down each, essentially just each source that you have to put down. If you see in the image next to the PowerPoints, the bullet points, I mean, it shows everything and how to do it. Like if you need to delete anything, or if you need to add stuff to it, it just adds it for you. It's pretty easy to do, and you should just be able to do it really quickly. Next, the tool that the reason how it helped me was during the classes, you have to like put down everything essentially for each year, and it usually helps because you have to like put down assignments, you have to do like everything for school, so it just helps with everything. A bunch of times it does help when you have to do a few things around the house, like when you have to like plan lists and stuff, like when you have to do food lists and such. And then for a bunch of things, it actually helps with my job and stuff when you have to like put down people's names and stuff, and it helps with a lot of that too.
Okay, so the tool that I'm going to talk about is adding numeric amounts. Adding numeric amounts, it's a sum of a column or a row of numbers, either, as you can see, either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or A, B, C, D. As you can see as well, it's pretty much all your numbers added up into one category. And in order to do this, you select a cell next to the numbers you want to sum, click auto sum on the home tab, press enter, and you're done. This allows you to add all the numbers without adding them one by one. It avoids simple errors, cents or dollars. Sometimes when you put it into a calculator, it's just an easy mess up at times. So this just streamlines this, perfectly for you. And you'll find the answer on the bottom, right next to sum. So pretty straightforward. Add all the numbers together, you get your answer. So, yep. This tool has helped me in many ways. This tool has helped me with my company and personal expenses. As you can see to the left, all the stuff I have to pay for on a weekly, monthly basis. The amount of each, and with that tool, pretty much you add all this together and you get your answer on the bottom, month by month. So it shows me what I profit on a monthly basis and what I spend. This just organizes everything for me, easy for me to read. On the bottom here, I have the monthly expenses, what's made, what's spent, and what's profited. So not only this helps me manage my money properly, but it will project if I need to make more money, get more hours in work. Yeah. So
Oh shit, I was muted. I'm sorry. Um, and then I think you guys moved the slides. I'm
All
sorry.
right, just redo it.
Okay, so the Excel tool I'm gonna be talking about is gonna be average and average A. So the Excel function average returns the mean value of one or more ranges of cells. There are also two forms, which is going to be average and average A. Average average A is going to be a bit more different because it returns the mean value for a series of values. This form kind of categorizes non-numeric entries as 0. So as compared to average, it returns the mean value of only numeric um, entries, and it kind of ignores the non-numeric values. So basically, to sum up the difference between the two is basically that the Excel function average will only sum up the mean of numbers that are inputted, but average A will input every entry, whether it's numeric or not. And the easy way to kind of remember this is to remember that the A in average A stands for all. So it's going to categorize all entries and input them. And if it's not numeric, then it's just going to be categorized as 0. Next slide, please. And then how this tool has helped me specifically would have to be in my everyday life when I'm calculating my business expenses for my family business. I'm usually trying to find the average that I'm spending for that month, and it can kind of help me determine how much inventory I need to buy and what I need to cut back on. This tool, for example, like when I'm buying, since most of my inventory comes from overseas, this tool is like very important for me to calculate about how much I need to purchase ahead of time, especially since it has to be accurate or somewhere in that ballpark, because if I'm over, then I have to pay extra expenses and fees that can go up in the thousands. I think the last few months ago we had to pay like 18,000 for a shipment. It's because it's by weight, and we didn't really make our money back during that month. But then there was a month where we were low on what we needed, and we ended up not making as much money as we could have. So finding the mean is very important for our business. And another way this tool has proven to be helpful for me is when I'm calculating my grade and find out what the average score is for like my classes overall, if I'm doing pretty fine, if I'm not just trying to find the grade for one specific exam. It can tell me my letter grade, because we know that we all have a few professors that don't really post their letter grade on Canvas for some reason. So it's very helpful, and it kind of makes my life a bit easier instead of trying to like add up all the numbers manually and try to find the mean. Thank you.